Hey guys, welcome back to Movie Review today. I will tell you about a romantic comedy film called Sam. Just leave a like on this video. Sit back and relax. A woman-hating prejudiced person named Sam sits in a bar overhearing women talking among themselves and crying over a drama TV show showing on the bar's television mic to his annoyance as he tries to get barkeep to put on a football game to get yelled at. His best friend Andrew, a doctor who treats female body parts, walks in that whoa. Talky discussion for a while about Sam having phony doctor who treats female body parts in New York City before Andrew's fiancée calls again to the annoyance of Sam, who calls her Thetival. The next day, Sam arrives at the office and flirts with his boss Shelper before heading to his boss' office, where the two holes discuss their female co-workers and their wild, trick-filled adventures with women after work. Sam meets up with his male co-workers and Andrew to celebrate another one of his co-workers' bachelor's party, where they invite strippers to keep their company. If you know what I mean. Sam trips while walking, makes a mistake out off the party drunk as a bat, and trips while walking, makes a mistake into a shop of weird items where he meets the odd shopkeeper who hand him a cup of tea to help with his drunkenness. To talk discussion about relationships and Sam's view on women and why he hates Andis's women so much. The shopkeeper tells him a story about the value of women and Sam asks for the direction to 7th Avenue. As Sam leaves, he says to the shopkeeper, "See you later," and the shopkeeper replies in a whisper, "Yes, you will." The next morning, Sam rolls out of bed and heads over to the bathroom to take a leak, but screams when he cannot find his man thing. He begins to get really upset as he understands, makes real, achieves that he has changed into a woman and decides to head over to Andrew's office. He suddenly enters into the office and tries to convince Andrew this Sam by telling him about things that only Sam would know. However, Andrew just believes that Sam told the strange yelling lady everything about him. Runs her out of his office. He heads back over to his apartment and tries to call Andrew, but Andrew keeps asking to speak with Sam and hanging up, interrupting Andre's fiancée trying to get it on with him. Sam decides to type a letter explaining his not being there, not being present from work, and that his cousin Samantha will be helping in the office. Much to his boss's delight, Samantha turns up at the office, hardly able to keep her act together, complimenting her helper on her nice dress. Before heading over to the boss's office, Sam tries to get down to business right away, but his boss has other ideas, wanting to get to know Samantha a little better, asking her out on a date. Andrew tries to make things up with his fiancée, however gets a call from his friend Johnny with the results of a DNA test that he had done on a lock of Samantha's hair. The results are shocking as Samantha and Sam are an exact match. Andrew heads over to Sam's apartment, where the two try to find a way to get this issue fixed. Andrew takes Sam back to the shop where he met the old man. However, there has been no shop at the location for over 50 years. Sam tries to get away from his boss's advance throughout the office, who hints they gets a makeover, wear something a little tighter and maybe show some cleavage. He tries to hug her and jealouses it and storms off to a bar where guys keep making very simple, rough and rude advances towards her, so she cancels her drink and heads back home. Sam wakes up one morning and sees blood and rushes over to Andrew's apartment where he tells her that she is having her period and tells her to get tampons. Sam finally changes fully into a woman, taking classes on how to be beautiful and getting a full makeover. She turns up at Andrew's office fully makeover. Much to his surprise, the two argue about how things have changed and that Sam being a female has made things complicated between Andrew and his fiancée, before Sam decides that he wants to return to being a male and wants Andrew's help. Sam hugs Andrew to thank him for his help, and things start to get weird. They both go out to eat, where they start to like each other's company. Sam gets a text related to looking at, thinking about a meeting, and quickly heads over. However, instead of discussing business, the client tries to flirt with Samantha. After her presentation, Sam talks discussions with Melissa, his helper, who confesses that she really likes Sam, and this slowly begins to open his eyes. Andrew, without any advanced planning, calls his fiancée Sam while sleeping, and she gets upset and suspects that he and Sam were having an affair and that he is into guys. Stressed out, Andrew meets up with Sam at the park where they usually play football with guys. After much arguing, she insists on playing during the play. The guys all pile Sam and rope her to the frustration of Andrew, who gets upset at Samantha again at how much things have changed. Sam gets upset and decides to leave her apartment packing in tears. As she curses Steve, who turns up with a bottle of Winnie's, a peace offering the two Chad, Andrew ends up giving Sam a massage, which they both obviously enjoy, as Sam begins to get turned on, much to his surprise, after Andrew excuses himself to go to the restroom. His fiancée turns up to angrily stand up to Sam about taking her manchettes to buy off Sam by offering her money to leave Andrew alone. Andrew comes out and angrily stands up to her about her behavior and breaks things off completely with her. Instead of being upset, Andrew is relieved that things are over and invites Sam to be his date to his friend's wedding. They both go shopping for address, and Andrew is very uncomfortable when a beautiful Sam steps out in a black dress. That night, Sam pleasures herself and turns up to Andrew to discuss this, as she had problems with getting her female parts to work. She tells Andrew that things have been better and have been working fine since she has met someone who makes it work. To Andrew's surprise, he is the one that makes her work. They both get awkward, and Andrew is lost for words that his best friend turned female has thoughts for him. Sam finally gets bravened to spend the night cuddling Samara's home to a letter under his door with the name of the shop where he met the old man, before heading out to feuding with Andrew at the reception that will share a dance together. Then they share a kiss. As they drive away from their reception, they see the shop that Sam had walked into. Sam gets out and walks into the store. To Andrew's disappointment, Ash stands outside wondering what to do. Suddenly his face lights up. He sees Samantha walk out of the store into his arms.